Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Gearbox. So today, you can see we have a little bit change of scenery here. It's this little school right by my house, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get that rolling shot. I'm gonna do a couple thumbnail things, and because I got nothing else to do. It's 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning. What the hell, right? So anyway, first off, I just want to start off by saying thank y'all so much for the support, getting those subs, coming in one by one, and also getting those Instagram followers up one by one. So that is absolutely awesome. So thank you. Please tell anyone and everyone who would be interested in these types of videos, go subscribe, go follow, do whatever the hell you need, because that would be wonderful. But anyway, today is the long-awaited discussion. What could that be, you might ask yourself? Well, it is going to be manual transmission or automatic transmission. A lot of people do this video, and a lot of people have different answers and different opinions. And I thought about it, I'm like, well, I don't want to be like everyone else. Like, that's kind of stupid. But if it were so simple and shouldn't be talked about anymore, people would already have their mind made up and it wouldn't be this big of an issue. But because people still just have their own opinion and don't feel the need to listen to anyone else, here we are. So we're gonna hop in the car and we're gonna start this video off right. All right. Let's get the beast alive. All right, we've got everything on. We've got the access port on. Let's do this shit. All right, so manual versus automatic. Really, I'll first start off by saying, really depends what you're trying to accomplish with your vehicle, because if you don't know that answer, then I don't think anyone can help you. And there is currently a dog running across the fucking road right now, so that's interesting. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is, obviously, if you're going for fastest lap times or whatever the case may be, something with speed, and you need the most simple thing you could possibly get your hands on, go for a fucking automatic, okay? Not saying that there's no purpose for automatics and that automatics are stupid. Just saying, if that's what you're going for, then automatic is the way to go. Now, with that stuff being ruled out, I think the real question is, if you are a car enthusiast who enjoys to cruise around, maybe squat up with a couple other people, or hit some, I've got mountain roads around here, hit some mountain roads, do whatever the hell you want, but you're not focused on time, you're focused on enjoying your car and, I don't know, separating yourself from every other car driver in the world. That's when I think a manual transmission becomes amazing. So let me tell you my kind of backstory. So first car I had, 2012 Honda Accord. Yeah, it was a fucking missile. No. So I had that. My dad bought that car for me when I was 16 years old, and I had it all the way through college. So it was an automatic, do my thing. And the thing is, like, obviously I feel like everyone would agree with this. We all got into cars one way or another because of Fast and Furious, right? So I'd been into cars for however long Fast and Furious had been out, since I'd been alive, and I loved it. Well, when it came time for me to get a car, it wasn't something that I was like 100% invested to. It was almost like, oh, I like cars, cars look cool, but like I didn't really understand the car community, we'll put it that way. So then I go through college, and I'd say end of high school all the way through college and present day, I really started to get into YouTube and just like watching YouTube, and not necessarily just car stuff. Like, I'll watch car stuff and then I'll get into some rabbit hole on like conspiracy theories that I don't believe in whatsoever, but just random shit. So then that's kind of when I started to become, you know, a constant viewer of like TJ Hunt and Throttle and That Dude in Blue and all this stuff. And that's when I became really interested in cars. Like, no more of this kind of, oh yeah, cars are cool, but like, I'm like, I want to do that, right? And so when it came time for me to graduate college, you know, my dad always said, you know, once you graduate school, you can use the money from the car that I bought you to put that as a down payment on your new car, and then you're on your own, which is fair, and I'm totally fine with that. So I go to the Subaru dealership and go to get a car, and I tell him I want a stick, and he's like, do you really want to do that? And I'm like, well, Dad, my car, my money, I can do what the hell I want. And he's kind of like, all right, whatever. And when I tried to explain to him the idea of a stick shift, a manual, I mean, obviously he's driven manual, all this stuff, but I was like, I want to be able to like be one with my car, for lack of a better word. Like, I don't want any of this like autopilot, like sit back and just kind of press the pedal and you have to do nothing except for hit the brake when shit starts flying at you or something. Like, I want to be able to drive the car and like truly understand the car. Like, I'm going up a hill right now, I'm gonna, you know, grab match downshift, and you know, it's so nice to be able to do that. And people hop in your car and they're like, wait, you drive a stick? You know? And it's like, yeah, motherfucker, I do. Like, I like driving a stick, you know? You probably don't even know how to. You wouldn't even know where to start. But I guess the whole reason of me saying all this stuff is when I bought this car, I bought it for a couple reasons, but one of the main reasons was because it was a stick, and because I wanted to be a part of that very, very low percentage of people nowadays who drives a stick and can actually enjoy their car. And I've had many people, non-car people, get in my car, and you know, they start asking me and all this stuff, and you know, I give them the same kind of answer, like, oh, I want to be able to be engaged while I'm driving and not do all this crap. And my friend, the one in particular who isn't a car guy at all, he was like, wow, like, I never really thought of that. Like, I would never do that. I would never get a stick, but that's pretty cool that that's how you think of it. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, it's not a hard concept to grasp. You just, if you want to do it, you do it. Like, it's not hard to learn. You know, obviously there's a learning curve, but that's like with anything, right? You know, the WRX transmission is, well, it's not even really the transmission. It's more of the stock throttle map. That's a bitch and a half. But, I mean, it has its quirks, yeah, but it is what it is, and I love it. And I love to be able to drive around and just kind of, I mean, it sounds stupid, but drive like a race car driver, you know, and think that you're all cool and stuff. And I truly do think that if you consider yourself a car person in the sense, kind of like the distinction I made earlier, if you consider yourself a car person who loves to cruise around and loves to, you know, kind of be unique and show off their car and not looking for any special times or anything, just be, I don't know, just enjoy their car. I genuinely think manual transmission is the way to go. And I'm not saying that there aren't car enthusiasts who want to cruise around who drive an automatic. I'm not saying that. I was there. Like, I have that perspective. But I mean, if it really comes down to it, because obviously there are a million reasons why people can't just go ahead and switch their car to a manual transmission. 99% of the time being money. And I 100% get that. I was there, and eventually I just nutted up and bought this car and haven't looked back since. But I get it. But in a perfect world, let's put it this way, perfect world, every car enthusiast who loves to drive around, blah, 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 yada, 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 would have a manual transmission when they're not looking for fast lap times. Because if you truly enjoy cars and driving cars, you understand like why this is the way it is. And you're not going to make excuses for an automatic transmission. You're just going to do it, and you're going to like it, because quite honestly, you understand one hell of a lot more about your car just by driving this transmission. You learn stuff about the engine, you learn stuff about differential, you learn stuff about everything in this car way more when you are driving with a manual transmission. That's just, it's that simple. It's not overwritten by a bunch of computers and stuff like an automatic would be. It's not dropping gears for you. It's, you know, you truly have to be thinking about it. And that's why some people get scared away from it, because they think, holy shit, I'm going up a hill and I'm in fourth, but I'm not good at rev match downshifting, and what if someone slams on their brakes, and then what if we come to a stop, and what if I have to let the clutch out on the hill and I roll back 20 feet, and like, holy shit. And it's just like, figure it out. Figure it out. You'll be good. Don't freak out. I know it's easy to freak out. I've been there, driving this home from the dealership after I hadn't driven stick and forever. I was freaking the fuck out. Okay? I was. Then I don't care that I have to say that, but I was. And here I am now, and driving like damn Ryan Turk or something. But anyway, at this point, I'm just rambling. Long story short, manual transmissions are the shit. And unless you're going for a Nürburgring time, get a manual. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all, you know, taking some time out of your day to get a view on this video, a view on this channel. If you haven't already, go check out every other video on my channel, because why the hell not, right? But anyway, thank you. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. And once you're done with that, you can go on your little Instagram app and go over to Gearbox Autos. Give me a follow there. Give me a shout out. And let's hear in the comments, both Instagram and YouTube, what you have to think on the subject. Because honestly, I think it's a great subject, and I don't think it's necessarily talked about enough. I think people kind of toss it under the rug and let other people deal with it. But I am interested to hear your opinion. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week. And until next time, peace out.